First up, we're with Karen Dalmeny. Seller Simon's brought along two 1930s silver-plated car Mascot. But who'll drive off with the best deal?
You bought a girl and a boy here,
Yes,
so tell me all about them.
I think this is from Rolls-Royce, like a Silver Lady, somewhere along that lines. And this is a Titan, which I think is from a truck, a lorry of some kind. Or
Oh, really?
big car, yeah.
So how come you've got them?
Well, they're my stepfather's and it was his father's before.
Yeah?
So they've been handed down. And I knew the programme was here, so I thought, come down and see.
Bring them along.
Yeah.
They're certainly two really, really interesting items, and thank you for bringing them down. And obviously they weren't originally on these bases, but they've been on these bases for a very long time.
Yeah.
They've been really nicely done on both of them. Were these the only two you had, or did you have others?
Yes, they're the only two that I know of he's had.
I like them. I always like car Mascots, and I mean this one, it's got such a beautiful form, hasn't it?
Oh, no.
I don't think it's Rolls Royce, but it's something very, very similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's really nice too. So they're two items that I'd really like to try and buy off you.
Right.
So it's down to me to tempt you, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 100. Simon? £200.
I was hoping for a little more, to be honest with you.
Yeah? So I gather you're under instruction. And very often I'm under instruction too, and I think I'm just about to get some, actually. £200, David.
Just wondering which one you're going to put on the front of your van. What do you think, viewers? £200 to £300 is the estimation.
Yeah.
There's 200 on the table. I think if they went to the sale, I think they might get close to the 300. Then you'd have to take 50 quid off them. But there's no guarantee that they're going to sell.
Yeah.
If you could squeeze, and I don't mean literally, don't get me in trouble.
I won't.
If you could squeeze just a little bit more from Karen, I think Karen's on a safe bet, and I think it would stop you going to auction. Otherwise, there is a temptation to gamble and go to auction because it might bring the 3 and a bit more.
Might bring the 2 as well, because he mentioned 2 to 3. What do you think?
So another 40.
Right, you're after another £40. I was thinking another 20. So, Simon, if I put another £30 on the table, is that good enough compromise?
Yes.
You're
very
happy?
Much. Yes, I
And
am,
your
thank
family
you.
be happy with
They'll
that?
be more than happy.
Great. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
£230, £115 each. Yep, I'm happy with that.
But will you have a happy profit out of them, Karen? We'll see later. Now to meet our next hopeful, seller Kathy.
I brought along a small vase, which is pool pottery. Ideally, I'd like to get between £30 and £40 for it.
Let's see if Janice Kehoe will meet those expectations.
Nice to meet you. And what have you brought today?
It's what I believe is now pool pottery, a little vase, which I had under the sink.
You had it under the sink? Oh my goodness!
Under the kitchen sink since about 1975.
So you've had it since it was new?
No. I had a very generous mother-in-law that when we first got married used to help us, set up our home.
Yeah.
And I think that must have come from mum-in-law.
Oh, it's a nice piece of pool pottery, a 1970s piece, and it's got the pool pottery mark on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's numbered and it's initialed by the potter that would have made it. Do you know what the pattern is?
I thought it might be Delphus, but I'm not sure.
So it might be part of the same range.
Yeah.
And if you sell the piece today, what would you do with the money?
Oh, we're hoping, I'm hoping to go with my husband to Las Vegas. So any money we get is going in the pot.
Right. We'll see what we can do.
Well, it's all going into a pot.
It's all going into the holiday fund?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make you an offer. We'll see where we go. How's £10?
I never thought I'd be saying this, but no, I'd like a little bit more.
Okay. I will go a little bit more. I'll go to 15. That's going to be as far as I'm happy to go.
That's the taxi to the airport, really, isn't it? No, I would like a little bit more
You would
than
like
that,
a little
yes.
bit more. Whilst it's a nice piece and it does have a value, at the moment it's not a great value, and that's as happy as that's as high as I'm prepared to go, I'm afraid.
Well, I think I'll take it to auction.
You'll take it to auction?
Yeah.
Okay. Jolly good luck at auction.
Thank you very much.
Have you ever been to auction before?
No, I haven't, so
Oh,
it'll
you
be a
should
day
enjoy
out.
your day.
Okay.
Yes, be lovely. The market is quite weak at the moment for that sort of item. It might do £20, maybe 22, but I don't think it will do any more. I hope I'm completely wrong and it sails away.
For Kathy's sake, we hope you're wrong too, Janice.
Coming up now is the pool pottery vase. £20 is the reserve. Hopefully it will sell, and the amount of money it brings back will go into the pot.
That's right.
Towards the Las Vegas trip. Let's see what happens.
The Vegas Falls.
Right, where are you going to be for this lot then, quickly? Who's got £20 for me? Nobody got it?
Come on.
10 bid, 10. 10. Any advance then quickly on 10, 12, 15, 18, 20.
Yes, Viva Las Vegas. We got the 20, that's the reserve.
30 in the room. 30 in the room. Take another 5. Nice vase for £30. The bid's in the room. At 30, you're out online. At £30, 35.
It's 35.
40. £40 on bid in the room. At £40, the bid's in the room. Any advance then quickly on £40.
So we've got it away, and it's at £40. We will have a small deduction to make. Now, first of all, what do you think about that, 40 quid?
I'm pleased.
Satisfied?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it kind of made its money. Take away the commission, £34. Happy with that?
Yes, I am.
And we know where she's going. Viva Las Vegas. That's the real deal.
I bought an Omega watch sign, which is 1920s, 1930s style. It's got a bit of rust around the edges, which isn't too much. But the actual face of it is in very good condition. There's no chips on the face, which makes it unique.
Andrew knows his stuff, but will he be a match for Tony Gearing? Because the enamel sign is such a one-off, the Duke and auctioneer Peter Ashburner are keeping a close eye on what he puts down.
So what have you brought in for us today?
I bought a very unusual Omega watch sign.
And it's got a sort of raised detail, which
Yes.
enamel on the letters, it's kind of just stands out a bit more, doesn't it?
I've sprayed it in WD-40 because it works wonders with anything like that to protect them. You know, it's
Just gives it a little film.
You don't scrub anything at all. You know, it just keeps them with that nice coat on them.
This is no doubt a 1920s watch here.
No.
1920s, 1930s.
Late 20s, I
Late
thought.
20s, yeah. So it's that
Yes.
here. You can tell just by the shape. That would have been that actual watch. It's just got a little bit of a shape.
Yes.
To
And
run
the
round
nice
your
thing
wrist.
is the actual face of it is in good
That's
condition.
perfect, isn't it?
If that would have been chipped, it wouldn't have done anything for me.
No.
Now, Peter, enamel signs, what do you think about it?
I think it's quite unusual and it's very collectible, really. There's a good market for enamel signs. I think it would do quite well at auction, actually.
Where's your estimation?
£250 to £350, and I think it would do that quite comfortably.
Okay. The independents are a little bit more reserved. They're saying 2 to 3. But what's our dealer Tony going to say? Is it his cup of tea? Is he going to go for it? Well, let's find out. Tick-tock.
Well, I'd like to have a go at this, if I may.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay, 20. 40. 60. 80.
You've not even touched the sides yet.
Not even touch the sides.
No, you've not even bought that bit yet.
I'm going to go one more on that.
No.
No.
What do you think about that offer?
Nowhere near,
Okay.
in my view.
Our auctioneer is saying nowhere near. I need to go in there and tell our seller what the auctioneer feels about it.
For somebody out there that'll go, I'll have that. Even if you got it a couple of years, the nice part is it's not too big to go anywhere on a wall. It's not oversized.
Right, Andrew. Not a bad little item, this. 250 to 350, 2 to 3 is what the independents are saying. Now, because of the size of it, I think perhaps, you know, the 250 to 350 is a bit ambitious. I think 100 is a bit on the low side. I think, you know, if it was 150, 170, it probably would be more its money. I think it's worth a little bit more.
Yes, thank you, David.
I'm going to go 140. And that's because the whole thing is in good condition, I think.
Come on, a bit more. I want to try and do a deal with you. Come on. I know you've come a long way like I have.
I think that's about my time.
I've come in again here, Andrew, because I get the feeling Tony's put down as much as he is going to. We've got to make a decision here. Do we gamble and go to auction, and can we get more by going to auction? At the moment, it's cash, no deductions. So you think about it, have a chat with this man, and come to a decision.
Yes, thank you, David. I think we'll have a deal, won't we?
Brilliant stuff.
Thank
Thanks
you very
much.
Thank you.
Martin.
Hi.
Hi there, I'm David. Now, Martin, I've been around a little while, as you can probably guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I'd seen most things. I have never seen anything quite like that before.
Right. Okay.
So, help me a bit and tell me about it, what you know.
Well, I inherited it from my father, and he was in the Second World War, and he found it in Italy.
What do you think it's for? I mean, obviously this lever cocks right back on.
Yeah.
This is a very strong spring.
Yeah.
And it fires probably a dart or something, does it? Or
I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it's a... I thought originally it was a bullet, but it's quite narrow, isn't it? It's quite a narrow... for I don't know,
I think
for
it's
a gun.
a dart.
Dart,
of some kind.
Yeah.
On the back here is some really lovely, probably on brass, embossing.
Right.
There's a little sort of nice quadrooned carving round there.
Right.
This wood appears to be something like quite a hardwood, like rosewood, but on the bottom, very helpfully, it's dated 1865 and it's got BB. I mean, it's overall, when you think it's been around a while, got found somewhere in Italy,
Yeah.
it's in pretty good condition, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's unusual.
Yeah.
I'll get some money out. I don't know. Don't know what that's worth. There's 50. How does that grab you? £120?
It's a reasonable first offer.
Here's David. He'll come in. He'll say, "I've had lots of these. I know all about it."
Never seen one before.
No, nor me.
It probably fired some kind of pin or bolt. I would have thought it was a cattle, sheep, whatever, humane killer. It's nicely signed on the base, on the handle. I think that edges it a little bit. I think it gives it a lot more interest.
Right.
They've said 150 to 200 are independents because they don't know either. So 150 to 200 would seem about right, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone said, "Oh yes, they're extremely rare." So who knows?
Right. Okay.
Gosh, what is it worth? 130. 140.
Right. Well, I'm thinking it's rare, and I'm thinking it's worth a bit more.
You do?
Yeah.
Another tenner's not going to swing it, is it?
No.
150.
No.
160, Martin. I'm trying
You
to
try.
buy your thing.
I
Shake
know.
my hand and we'll do a deal.
That's fine.
We have a deal.
We have a deal.
We've dealt.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
David.
well, I'm going to do some research and try and find out all about it. I'll probably find they're terribly common and they're worth 20 quid in Italy.
No.
Won't I? Happens.
No.